This is the Olympus E-620. It is from the year 2009. In this video, I want to talk about why I prefer to shoot with this old DSLR over any modern smartphones for my photography. Today, I'm shooting with this E-620 to do some portrait photography. I want you guys to come along with me. Let's do this! Before we start, let me be perfectly clear that I'm not against smartphone cameras. This discussion is not about smartphones versus DSLR or mirrorless cameras. I think that argument is totally pointless and it's not going to go anywhere. But I am a photographer and I do have my opinion. I just want to share my thoughts on why I prefer to shoot with a proper camera, even with this old DSLR over any modern smartphones. You don't have to agree with me. There's no right and wrong. I'm pairing this old Olympus E-620 with the 50 f2 macro lens. I want to do some portrait photography. Let's see what kind of shots we can get. Reason number one why I prefer to shoot with the DSLR over smartphone is Viewfinder. There's nothing like shooting through the viewfinder of a natural camera. The experience is irreplaceable. Yes, you have the screen on your smartphone, but if you shoot under this bright sunny condition, then it's quite hard to see. The visibility is impacted. If you compare to shooting through the viewfinder of any camera, it is perfectly clear. And what you see through the viewfinder is exactly what your eyes are seeing in real life. There's something very pleasing about that. Reason number two, handling. If you use a smartphone to just do a little bit of snapshots, some quick shots, then it's perfectly fine just to take a few photographs. But if you're shooting for several hours or the entire day, then having an actual camera like this DSLR, the handling is so much better. It is more comfortable to handle a proper camera. It has this large beefy area, the hand gripping area for your hands to securely wrap around the camera. The experience is just so much better. Reason number three, physical buttons and dials on the camera. It is a lot quicker and definitely more efficient when you want to control the camera settings and parameters by pressing the physical buttons or turning the dial and use the shortcuts in comparison to using the touchscreen to operate the settings on a smartphone. Not only it is a lot more efficient, but the tactile feeling of the actual buttons and dials is just so enjoyable to use. Reason number 4, shutter sound. There's something so satisfying hearing the shutter sound on the camera. When you press the shutter button, there's that mirror slapping, shutter clanking sound. It's so reassuring. It tells you that you actually have captured the shot. That feedback is just so nice, it's so satisfying to a point where it's addictive. You just want to keep pressing the shutter button. Reason number 5, image quality. What you get from these older cameras, they don't rely on heavy processing. Unlike the modern smartphones, there's just too much processing happening to all the images. There's the multi-shot HDR to merge all the shots together, for optimized dynamic range, to enhance the colors, and add the computational photography and AI. The images just look overbaked. The colors don't look natural. It looks plastic, too digital. Compared to these older cameras, the images come out more organic, more natural and true to life. Especially the colors. There's something so beautiful about using these older cameras. Reason number 6. Bokeh. Now, the bokeh to get out of these older cameras, they are real because of an actual lens with large aperture. You have that separation of subject from the background. You have the shallow depth of field effect. You have depth in your images. They look realistic. They look three-dimensional. Compared to what you get from the smartphones, most of the time they look totally flat. There's no dimension. It doesn't look 3D at all. And yes, I know there's that fake bokeh that can apply the effect on the smartphones, but it's not the same. When you get out of these older cameras, they just look real. That's all to share about why I prefer to use this old DSLR over smartphone cameras. Do you agree with my thoughts? Hey, there's no right and wrong as I've mentioned already, it's just personal preference. I think these older cameras, they are still totally relevant today. They can still deliver fantastic results. Do share your thoughts in the comments below about this topic. And if you've enjoyed looking at my photographs, if you found my sharing beneficial, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how you can do any of that. Any contribution goes a long way, will definitely help me to continue making more content. Until the next one, please go out and take more photographs. Bye-bye.